Have you ever spent hours studying at night, only to wake up the next morning and forget almost everything? You stay up late, highlight, reread, and feel like you're learning, but when the test comes, your brain goes completely blank. It's frustrating, right? You start wondering if your memory is bad, or maybe you're just not made for studying at night. But what if I told you that night studying can actually be one of the most powerful ways to learn if you know how to use it? The truth is, it's not about how long you study, it's about how you study. And tonight, I'll show you how to study fast, retain everything, and wake up remembering it all. It'll almost feel like cheating, but it's all backed by science. Let's start with the first secret. Your brain has a natural rhythm that decides when it learns best, and for many people, that peak focus window happens late at night. Around 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., distractions drop, the world gets quiet, and your brain enters a deep state of concentration. That's when you should study the hardest subjects or practice recall, because your brain naturally supports focus during this time. If you study outside that window, when you're tired or sleepy, you'll feel like you're working, but you're not retaining much. So, instead of forcing yourself to study all night, find that 90-minute focus window. Study during that period, and then stop. You'll get more done in one focused hour than in 3 tired ones. Now, let's talk about how to remember everything you study, even when you sleep. There's a simple 5-minute trick that turns short-term memory into long-term recall. It's your morning review. The moment you wake up, your brain is fresh and your subconscious is still sorting through what you learned the night before. Reviewing during this state locks the memory in place faster than studying for an extra hour at night. All you have to do is open your notebook or flashcards right after waking up, and quickly go through what you learned last night. No heavy studying, just review. You'll be shocked how much sticks after this one habit. It's like pressing save on your brain. Now for the next step, how to study faster at night without overloading your memory. Your brain doesn't like cramming. Instead, it thrives on something called active recall. This means, after reading something, close the book and ask yourself, what did I just learn? Don't reread, recall. Try to explain the idea in your own words. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but that's the sign you're actually learning. Every time you force your brain to recall information, the memory gets stronger. You're literally building neural connections that make recalling easier next time. Here's a quick example. If you study a science topic like photosynthesis, don't just read it 5 times. Instead, read it once, close your notes, and try explaining how it works out loud as if you're teaching it to a friend. That's active recall, and it's scientifically proven to double your retention. But here's the catch: most people study while tired, distracted, and surrounded by noise. That's like trying to fill a leaking cup. You might think you're studying, but your brain is leaking focus every few minutes. To fix that, design your environment before you begin. Turn off notifications, dim harsh lights, play calm instrumental music, and keep only one subject open. When your environment is peaceful, your brain enters a flow state faster, studying becomes smoother, and you retain more without even trying. You don't need extreme motivation, you need a study setup that makes focus effortless. Remember, you don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your environment. Now, here's something most students ignore: your brain can't store information properly without sleep. You might think pulling an all-nighter helps you learn more, but the truth is the opposite. During deep sleep, your brain replays everything you learned the day, it organizes, strengthens, and stores it into long-term memory. If you skip sleep, it's like typing an essay and never pressing save. Studies from Harvard have shown that students who sleep after studying remember up to 40% more the next day than those who stay awake. So if you want to remember what you studied at night, make sleep part of your study plan. Study review, sleep review again in the morning. That's the ultimate memory loop. But let's be honest, even when you know these techniques, it's easy to make mistakes that waste your time. Mistake number 1, multitasking. Checking your phone, switching subjects, or watching study music videos with lyrics resets your brain's focus every time. Each switch costs you minutes of attention. Focus on one thing at a time, your brain will thank you. Mistake number 2, rereading notes instead of testing yourself. It feels productive, but your brain learns by recall, not recognition. When something feels easy, you're probably not learning. When it feels a bit hard, that's when your brain is growing. And mistake number 3, studying too long without breaks. Your focus has a natural limit around 50 to 90 minutes. After that, your learning speed drops. That's why you should use the Pomodoro or 90-minute focus method. Study hard, take a 10-minute break, then return with a refreshed brain. Now, let's recap everything we've learned tonight. Number 1, study during your natural focus window, usually between 9 and 11 p.m. Number 2, use active recall, not rereading. Test yourself instead of reviewing passively. Number 3, do a quick morning review after waking up to lock the information into memory. Number 4, create a calm, distraction-free environment before you begin. And number 5, sleep properly, because that's when your brain actually stores what you studied. If you follow even 2 or 3 of these techniques, you'll notice a massive difference in how fast you study and how much you remember. You'll study less, remember more, and feel confident walking into any exam. I used to study for hours and still forget things, but once I started using these methods, the focus window, active recall, morning review, and sleep, everything changed. Now, studying feels lighter, faster, and honestly, a bit like cheating. So tonight, don't just read this and move on. Try one of these methods right now. Pick a topic, study for 45 minutes, sleep, and review it tomorrow morning. You'll be amazed at how your brain remembers it perfectly, because great students aren't born, they're built through strategy, consistency, and smart effort. If this video helped you, subscribe to Rise Max, where studying becomes simpler, smarter, and science-backed. Every video is designed to help you unlock your focus, discipline, and growth. Remember, don't study harder, study smarter. And once you learn how to use your brain the right way, you'll never forget what truly matters again.